Today's idea: sometimes an expansion team arrives in a loss when the other side has to treat you like a real opponent for all 48 minutes. St. Patrick's Day in Dallas. Everybody's wearing green. The beer's doing what it does, and the Lakers are in town doing what they do. And for a while, the Mavericks don't look like a novelty franchise. They look like a team that can make Showtime sweat, because one guy comes off the bench and plays like he's trying to get promoted mid-game. Bill Robinzine. Welcome back to the Mavs 100. This is episode 3. Our lens, Maverick number 99, Bill Robinzine. March 17th, 1981, LA Lakers 114, Dallas Mavericks 109. Today's idea: sometimes the franchise grows up in a loss when the underdog finds a real weapon and the giant has to treat it like a problem. Bill Robinzine is a 6'7" power forward, a lefty, built like a working stiff who accidentally discovered he could score. Not flashy, not loud, but he has this very practical NBA skill. He can punish you for relaxing, and that's why he makes sense for the early Dallas Mavericks. They don't have decades of culture yet. They don't have banners. They don't have "we've been here before." So they need something else: professional adults who can keep a game from turning into a public humiliation. Robinzine is that kind of adult. He rebounds. He finishes. He doesn't waste possessions. And when the other team assumes the bench unit is safe, he makes it unsafe. Which, to be fair, is also how I feel about my own bench, but only when I stand up too fast. Here's what this night is on paper. Dallas is in its first season of existence, still learning what an NBA game even feels like for 82 nights. The Lakers are the Lakers. They walk in with Kareem and Magic and a supporting cast that looks like it was engineered in a lab. So this is supposed to be simple. Lakers show up, score a bunch, go home. But the thing about expansion seasons, you get these random nights where the new team catches rhythm, and the home crowd starts doing math like, wait, are we in this? And that's the electricity that this box score is screaming. Sure, Dallas loses 114 to 109, but the shape of the game is competitive, and the reason is the lens guy, Robinzine, with a bench performance that reads like a typo. Dallas's offense is real, not pretend. First, the table setting. Dallas has 29 assists. That's not guys taking turns. That's an offense. That's structure. And it's led by Brad Davis, playing nearly the whole game. 46 minutes, 24 points, 16 assists. 16 assists in 1981. For a first-year franchise, that's usually just trying not to get embarrassed. And if you want the deadpan translation, Brad Davis is basically shouting, "We have a point guard. We have civilization." That's a low bar, but you still have to clear it. Robinzine detonates off the bench. 26 points on 11 for 15 shooting. That's 73% from the field. Add 10 rebounds in 34 minutes. That's not a bench cameo. That is a starting caliber stat line hidden inside the reserve row like it's contraband. And it's the kind of scoring that matters. Efficient, direct, the kind that doesn't require the whole system to bend around you. Robinzine is the guy who punishes the Lakers for treating the Mavericks like a layover. And it's not only Robinzine. You've got other adult minutes happening. Tom Lagarde scores 13 points and grabs 15 rebounds. Dallas as a team out-rebounds LA 47 to 44. And that's Dallas doing the unglamorous part right. Rebound, run offense, make the other team finish possessions. So why does Dallas still lose? The Lakers win the efficiency war. They shoot 540 from the field. Dallas shoots 473. That's the game in one number. The Lakers also simply make more shots. LA has 47 field goals and Dallas has 43. That's 8 points right there. More than the entire margin. Dallas actually does a few things better. They're 23 for 27 on free throws to 20 for 32 for the Lakers. That's over 20% better. So Dallas wins the line, but Lakers win the floor, which is unfortunately, for Dallas, where basketball's played. The Lakers' defense ends possessions the hard way, and here's the sneaky killer stat. The Lakers had 7 blocks, and the Mavericks had 1. 7 to 1. That means Dallas is getting its shots altered, discouraged, or erased, especially around the rim, while LA gets to finish more of their attempts cleanly. And you can see the fingerprints. Kareem has 3 blocks, Jim Jones has 3 blocks. That's the Lakers saying, okay, cute story. Now welcome to the ceiling. Now the Lakers stars start doing Lakers star things. The big 3 stat lines are exactly what you'd expect from a team that lives on national TV. Kareem, 28 on 11 of 16. Jamal Wilkes, 24. Magic, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. So even though Dallas gets a monster bench game from Robinzine, the Lakers get steady production from the people who make steady production feel inevitable. This is the emotional core you can play on. Dallas has a point where it feels like we might steal this. Because the Mavericks aren't just scoring. They're scoring with ball movement and bench punch. Look at the bench math. Dallas bench, 39 points. That's Robinzine with 26, Burns with 9, Jelani with 4. Lakers bench, 26 points. Landsberger has 14, Cooper 10, and Eddie Jordan has 2. Dallas wins that battle decisively. And they still lose, which is actually the most Mavericks 1981 thing imaginable. It's like paying all your bills on time and still finding out your car needs a new carburetor. The final takeaway from the numbers. This box score is basically a lesson plan. Dallas had structure, 29 assists. Dallas had a star engine, Davis, 24 and 16. Dallas had a bench explosion, Robinzine, 26 on 11 and 15. Dallas even won the rebound margin and shot great at the line. But LA did 2 dynasty things. First, they shot the lights out at 540, and they protected the rim with 7 blocks. So Dallas doesn't win the game, but Dallas wins something else. They make the Lakers play a real basketball game in Dallas on St. Patrick's Day. That matters early. This is where the episode lands emotionally. For Dallas, a 114-109 loss is still kind of validation, because it means you can be down in the standings and still put a contender in a position where they can't sleepwalk. And for Robinzine, this is a signature night argument for his value. He's not bench depth. He's a guy who can swing a game's temperature. And if you want one clean summarizing line for the audience, Robinzine didn't change the final score. He changed the respect level. Robinzine's Dallas season is one of his last stretches of NBA. He played 70 games for Dallas in 1980-81 with solid production. He later ends up with Utah, and his role shrinks. Robinzine died in 1982 at the age of 29. We'll leave it there, respectfully, because this episode is about the night he was alive in Dallas and absolutely blazing. That's Mavs 100, Episode 3, Bill Robinzine, St. Patrick's Day, and a loss that still felt like the franchise learning how to be real. Next episode, Mavs Year 2, starting with Elton Turner. Thanks for watching.